What's up, fish tank people? Dustin's Fish Tanks bringing it to you on a Sunday, baby. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I got tank maintenance with a fat catfish. I got a skinny loach that got fat. I got an already fat Oscar that got fatter. And I got some fat concrete for you. Real quick, this is a dentist's office. It's only open one day a month, and I clean this tank one day a month. It's kind of rad. It's got a water change. Simple Anubias. One random gourami over here. One-eyed peacock fish, or peacock cichlid. New air stone. Couple bananas, easy plants, low light, simple. Simple setup. I enjoy this tank, and there's nobody here, which makes it nice because I can do the work and get in and get out. Here's my Eurypterus. It's a baller. I love that fish, that one-eyed fish. I think he might be able to see out of that. I think it's just his lens or cornea or whatever it is. I think he can see out of that one side. I love these fish. This is a Eurypterus. It caught me. The back fin on these fish is so rad. That's a Eurypterus catfish. He is awesome. Get big, can handle cichlids. He's a rad fish. Come on, buddy. How fat he is too. Look at that dorsal fin. He likes the water change. Final shot. Barter eye doesn't care. Banana plant doesn't care. Banana plant's even getting a little red from the standard double LED. How about that? And then barter eye, and then some random valve. Boom. This is the Loach shirt. The Loach shirt. If you haven't seen it, I have a shirt with a Loach on it because Loaches are amazing, and this is the Loach shirt. If there's any questions about Loaches, please see me. Here is a Loach that I saved from an aquarium that had a horrible internal parasite. He was really thin. You can see the clip. Here's a side-by-side comparison of this Loach before and after. Oh, as soon as I put him on camera, he goes away. This is my dude right here. He is looking better. Bro is way healthier than he was. Love that dude. And all he did was go and just eat everything that was around. So I just put him in there and let him just do what he wanted to do. And he healed himself up nicely. Look at that guy. So he's all fattened up. And I think he was just eating, he's just eating like snail eggs and detritus and just like a bunch of stuff. But clearly, I mean, look at him. He is just pounding it down. Look at the thickness on his body there. He even stops eating for a second. Loaches, baby. Look at how healthy that dude is. So we got some new fish in the mail. Here they are. Got some tilapia, fully inspired by my man, Mr. Robert Steinbach up in Elgin, Illinois. You can see here how he uses them to control algae. So these were purchased, super freaking tiny, but somehow made it in the mail. We're excited about it. I'm currently acclimating per their instructions. They want to be kept above 75 degrees, ideally in the 80s, which I thought was cool. And the pH, they raise them in the pH about 8, but they're going to drop to like about a pH of, let's just call it 7.6 per the instructions. And they're going to go up in here. Up in here, because we got a little bit of algae up in here. There's goldfish in here. I'm not worried about the goldfish eating them because goldfish generally aren't predatory. So that should be fun. And they're gonna do a little algae. The only reason they're not going out back where we originally intended to put them is because of the temperature getting a little too cold. But this is actually sitting quite nicely right at 80 right now and only gets hotter during the day. So that's about perfect. We're gonna see what they do in here. Total experiment I'm excited to watch them just get real big real fast. And speaking of getting big real fast, you giant Django bastard right here, this dog, what's up dog? Angry Oscar, eating out of my hand the other day, actually Charles's hand, but too big, too fast, now lives by himself and picked on everybody. So he's got his own 125, and then over here, special cameo from the Loach, special cameo from the still not quite as scared Oscar, but there is a peacock cichlid in here. Quick lesson on this, I think it's worth pointing out. We had a big, Whitney, how big of a water change you do on this? 50%? One about a half, one about a third. It was horrible looking. And then we added a bunch of floating stuff on top, red root floaters, moss, more red root floaters to block out light and absorb excess nutrients. And we came in and it is looking a lot better. It could probably use another one, but we definitely think it's at bay. Keep in mind the days are getting brighter longer until about June 20th, the summer solstice. Oh, there's the biker. What's up, dude? So we're battling more and more light, so we need more and more shade and more nutrients removed. So that's kind of fun. These are Hygrophila compacts right here. Hygro compacts rolling, loving them. And they're actually pearling in a shady day. Today's a great day to film because you can actually see stuff because there's not a glare. And then over here, our girl, your girl, the girl. This is the lifeguard right here. And she lets me get mad close. Look at that. The camera is like 6 inches away from her right now. Doesn't care. Amania. Val Nana. This is a really rad Val that melded completely back. Has massive roots, but is coming back quite nicely. Just like what Val does, only it's a thinner Val, so. But this is a cool plant once it has time to get going. I've done Gatorade measurements, 3 pours that were up to there, into here. And that's all they say to do, so that's all I'm going to do. Come close, brother. We'll get a shot of this. All right, so this is the temperature. So these are basically at temp. I don't know how well you can see those, but those are as close as I'm gonna get. So I'm actually going to, they say not to do this, but I'm gonna temporarily float this breather bag in there just to get the temps exact for like a couple minutes, and then I will let them loose in here. So these are the tilapia, and they're gonna go in here just for like a hot minute, just to get the temps exact. It's off by like a couple degrees, but why not just be perfect? Because these are very tiny fish. And I don't like that the goldfish are trying to gun after them. I don't think they'll get them, but that could be an expensive meal. So these are gonna sit here for a minute. Now the fish have been looking at these tilapia, and if my memory serves me correctly, I've never had goldfish eating other fish. I hope that remains true. Here is the temperature in the tank. Let's just drop this in the bag here, see what the temp is in the bag. Making sure we are all squared away there. Let that sit for a second. I'm fairly excited to see these. If they get as big as fast as I think they're gonna do, they should be monsters in no time in here. And that's pretty close. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them loose. Here it is, folks, your tilapia, a moment of zen. Might as well clear a little algae patch off for you to see them properly. Here's one out. It always makes me nervous when they don't want to come out of the bag. And they're like, oh no, not that dude. There you go, buddies. Oh, look at them go right after the algae. That's awesome. They go like right up to the algae and start pounding on it though. Ha! Look at that. Right to it. It's a pretty bad glare. Awesome. Oh, that's such a great sign. Look at that. They just come right onto it. They just start pounding it immediately. Huh. Very fun. Let's get the rest of these out of here.